Hey, Boaz here with Next Pittsburgh. We're standing outside this mysterious building in Wilkinsburg, but you're going to want to come inside because this is actually the headquarters of Leona's Ice Cream. They are making ice cream and ice cream sandwiches in here, and to tell us all about it, we've got Katie, who's the co-owner of Leona's.
Hi, welcome to our factory.
Oh my gosh, I love that you just sort of go in from this nondescript doorway and then here you are.
Yeah, we love having kind of an incognito presence in Wilkinsburg.
This building used to be a bakery, right?
Yes, this was Smith's Bakery. It was a multi-generational family business that was here for decades.
Wow, did you find anything like weird in here from the old bakery when you were setting up shop?
So many weird things. We have a bowl that we could all fit in. Like 3 people could fit in this bowl. It's for raising dough. And we're like, what are we going to do with it? And I have yet to take it sledding at Shenley, but it's on the list of things.
Oh my gosh, you still have it?
Oh yeah, it's in the basement. It's massive. It's massive.
You could have like a basement hot tub.
I mean, we could. We've thought about it. It gets pretty cold down there. Yeah. But yeah, all of the equipment, except our ice cream equipment, was here. So we have an oven from 1969. We have mixers that are even older than that. This mixer, it doesn't even have like a brand on it, but it is an old Hobart.
Is it like 100 years old or something?
It's probably, 1940s? So yeah, she's getting up there in age, but she works really, really well. We make all of our dough on this machine.
And then back here, they're scooping cookie dough.
Depending on the dough that we make each week, some goes through our dough depositor, which is called a Cookie King, and you put the dough in the top and you push a button and it portions it out to the right size. This dough is a little finicky, so it has to be hand scooped. It's our coconut cookie, and it's very good.
And how many different kinds of like cookies are you making?
Probably 20 different types of cookies, and over 100 different flavors of ice cream. So the combinations are a math problem that I don't even know yet. So part of that comes from loving the seasonal nature of food and wanting to kind of follow that. But it also comes with the fact that we make 1 or 2 things and I get bored very easily. So I'm like, let's try this flavor.
And so what sort of ice cream is in here today?
So this is coffee ice cream. So we use coffee from our friends at Commonplace. So you get really intense coffee flavor. The way they do the ice cream is it comes out in a couple of batches, and we stick it in this freezer so it stays the right temperature. Emily is priming the machine. We need to get air bubbles out before we start to make sure that it dispenses smoothly.
And so this is just how you do it for the pints?
Pints and sandwiches.
Okay.
Yep. We just change the amount that comes out.
And it seems like there's so much like physics and chemistry involved in this, because I'm sure making ice cream now versus making ice cream in August is very different. Like the cookie also changes, but yet when you bite into like a Leona's ice cream sandwich, like the cookie's never too hard. Like it's always, so it just seems like the hardest math problem in the world.
It is not an easy math problem. And every time we have a new flavor, you have to refigure it out for that flavor. We've worked really hard to make sure that our cookies are easy to bite into when they come out of the freezer. You know, it's tricky to do when we use real butter, real sugar. When you stick a pound of butter in the freezer, it's rock hard. So, working with our recipes to make sure that things have the right mouthfeel and the right bite to them is really important to us. Also, you have to have a thinner cookie. Otherwise, the surface area is going to shoot the ice cream right out the back.
And what's happening on this table?
So we are cutting marshmallows. Levi's cutting marshmallows right now. So we make all of our own inclusions, including all of our own marshmallows and marshmallow fluff. So yeah, they get chopped up and tossed, and then they can live in the freezer for a very, very long time because there's no water content left in them. Once they're frozen down and you bite into them, they are beautifully soft every single time. This freezer, it's called a hardening cabinet or a blast chiller. This drops down to -30. Ice cream coming out of the machine has a soft serve consistency, but it is not soft serve. It has a totally different formulation. And what makes it actual ice cream is this freezing process. So the faster you can cool it down, the less chance ice crystals have to hang out together. That's why sometimes if you have some old ice cream in your freezer at home, it gets a little icy because the temperature fluctuations happen, and it basically thaws and refreezes over and over again. So our goal is to keep it as hard and cold as possible for as long as possible.
And I see someone is coming out of even a larger freezer back there, the Formacool.
Yes. So from the blast chillers, once they are, done with their job, everything gets wrapped, then it gets stored into our walk-in freezer, which usually hovers around -20. Wow. Yes. So would you like to take a look?
Yeah, I'm in. Whoa, oh my God, it's full of pints and sandwiches and cookies. This is amazing.
Yeah, so all of our sandwiches are around the edges. Our pints are kind of in the middle here. We store all of our inclusions, all of our fruit.
Are these tiny pieces of cake?
Those are left over from the Italian rainbow cookie pints.
Oh, wow. Gosh, what a relief. It felt like the ice crystals were forming in my lungs. It's so cold.
So cold. We usually have folks wear full suits.
Oh, yeah, you've got little parkas over here.
Yeah, there's like pants and coats and everything and hats. So people have a chance to not die in there. It's very cold.
Some stats over here.
I do. Last year, we wrapped over 170,000 ice cream sandwiches. And that means that we made over 350,000 cookies.
Well, thank you so much for the tour, Katie. This was so fun. Now I'll think about our tour every time I bite into a Leona sandwich, which is honestly pretty often.
Thank you for your patronage. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming.